Hey, welcome to Karen's Crazy Kitchen. I'm Karen Hubelink and I'm here to show you one of my most favorite recipes. I do say that about a lot of recipes, but it's really, really true with this one. Not that I lie about the others either, but this is coconut lime refrigerator icebox cake. And so there's a few steps. I'm gonna have to take a pause and come back, but it is such an easy recipe and so good. And it features our rectangle cool server and cool and serve tray, and it's great because it has the inserts for the bottom. You freeze these and it will keep your food cold, okay? And so I have them in here right now. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to serve it later. And then I have it has this really cool dish, and what I'm going to do is I put my graham crackers in here, and I'll show you that a little bit later. So what I need to start out with is the bowl to our mixer. This is our deluxe stand mixer, and I'm taking 2 packages of cream cheese, and I've warmed them in the microwave for 2 minutes at half power. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, I'm going to put in 1 cup of sugar, I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of our double strength Madagascar vanilla. Now we only carry this during the holidays, so I stock up on it because I love this stuff. Technically, I only need to use a half a teaspoon because it is double strength, but I like a lot of vanilla, so I'm using that. All right, so I have that already. Now what I need to do is I need to add the zest and juice of 2 limes. So I'm going to take my zester. This is an adjustable zester. It does come with a handle. I don't use the handle, but if you're going to cut yourself when you get in the kitchen, if you're that tight, then you have to use it. So I'm just going to take my lime, and bear with me here, this is going to take a few minutes, and I'm going to take the color part off of my lime. And you want to make sure that you just reach just past the color part. You don't want the white part because that's called the pith, and you don't want the pith in your food because it tastes like the pith. So here we go, just like that. This is a basic to me in the kitchen. I love citrus rind of any kind, lemon, orange, or lime. It adds so much flavor, and it's so good for you. And so here we go. I'm going to take that, a couple more. I want to make sure to get all of it. I don't like to waste any of that. And so here I'm going to do 1 more, so bear with me here. There are 3 things I think that you can do to make your cooking better all of a sudden, and that is fresh citrus rind. The other one is fresh garlic. You have the best garlic press ever. And fresh Parmesan Romano or Asiago cheese. You will never go back to the green bang and shake can if you start using fresh. So the zesting is really important here. All right, so I'm about ready here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of it off there. Don't miss a drop there. I'm going to take and cut my lime into half. And I should have done that the other way. All right, I'm going to take my juicer, or citrus press, and I'm going to put my lime in my press. Now, if you're using lemon and it's got seeds, make sure you turn it upside down because you don't want to get the seeds out. There are no seeds in this lime. I don't know how they reproduce, but that's a whole other story. And I'm going to add, look at how much juice is coming out of that little itty bitty piece of lime. And look how much is left. So, and I'm going to do this. Oh, look at all that juice. Oh, man, do I love lime. You see me use it a lot if you're watching my live at 5s on Wednesday afternoon at 5 o'clock. And this is the last one. So this is a juice of 2 limes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on my deluxe mixer, and I'm going to actually whip it. I'm using my balloon whisk with it because I want it to get light. And then when this is finished, I need to take it out because I only have 1 bowl. And I'm going to save the cream cheese mixture, and then I'm going to whip up 2 cups of whipping cream. And so I will come back and I will show you that, and I'll finish off the dessert. So hang on, okay? Hey, welcome back. Now what I'm going to do is, I didn't clean it, but I did take my cream cheese mixture and put it into another bowl. I'm going to add 2 cups of cold whipping cream, and I'm going to put this back on my mixer here. Now I set that to whip, and I don't have to do anything else. It does all the work. You're gonna hear it speed up and slow down. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna toast some coconut. I kind of actually already did. And I used our 8-inch Brilliance pan, and I took about a quarter cup of coconut and toasted it. The recipe actually calls for you to toast all of the coconut. I like toasted coconut, but I like regular coconut in this recipe. So now what I've done is I've taken a package of graham crackers and I've just broken them up. And that's, well, I like it to be a little bit smaller. Some people just do the halves, but I put it into quarters here. And I don't worry about being perfect. You know I don't worry about being perfect. And so I'm just taking these and I have it ready for my next layer. I'm excited to see how you like this recipe. Okay, set that aside. Can you set that aside? And we have 2 more minutes, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause it and I will come back. Hey, here's the next step in our dessert, and I want to show you how wonderful that whipped cream is. Look at the whipped cream that's still on my ball, what do you call it? A balloon whisk back there. So even though this was not perfectly clean from the cream cheese, it's still whipped up so nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my cream cheese mixture into my whipping cream, and I'm going to put it back on the mixer for maybe about a minute and let it mix up great. And then I will come back and finish off our dessert. Okay, I'm back to finish up the dessert. Okay, again, I have my rectangle pull and serve here. I have 1/3 of a package of graham crackers just broken apart. And what I need to do now is I need to take half, look at this cream. Oh, and it's luscious, you guys. Perhaps I licked the balloon whisk. So I'm going to take about half of it, and I'm trying to just, this is where it's hard for me to talk. I'm trying to spread stuff like this. So I'm going to take my cream and just try to get it evenly over here. And just smush that all around. I'm using our small mix and actually the petite mix and scraper. And here's why, this is the hard part of my job, you guys, right here. That's the hard part. Now I have to wash my hands. Okay, so now I'm going to take a half of a cup of coconut and sprinkle it all over the cream. Oh, I might be using too much coconut. But you know what? I did use this much the last time and nobody complained. So, and I won't because I love stuff. All right, so I'm going to take my graham crackers and put over the top. Again, you know I don't worry about being perfect, and neither should you. But you can be if you want to. That's why it's great. In your kitchen, you rule the roost. You do you. And I do me. And yours will be better than mine, I can promise you. All right. I'm going to take the rest of this cream and put over the top. I love how our scrapers lick the sides of the bowl. And I have friends who will watch to make sure I do lick out. And I don't mean lick, but I mean lick with my scraper. And get every drop, because I get lectured if I leave too much in. All right, so here we go. Just like this. And what's great is now this is going to sit in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. So what happens is the graham crackers will soften a little bit, but if you want to eat it right away, crunchy graham crackers are fine in my book. I don't know about you. So here we go. just like that. There we go. All right, I'll just wipe it off this time. I'm gonna take the rest of my coconut, put over the top. A little bit much there. That'll be my piece. And then I'm gonna take our toasted coconut just to give it a little pizzazz here. Put that on top. And now, for the really good part too, is, notice how that did not stick at all. That I can just wipe that can out, put it in the cupboard. Now we're gonna take our zester again, and we're gonna take another lime, and we're just gonna take and make it real pretty with some pretty green lime rind on top. As you can see from my tile, this is my favorite color, and so I have to put it on top of a dessert when I can find that I can do that. Take a little bit more off of here like this, and there is our coconut lime refrigerator icebox cake. It's a good thing, I promise you. Thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon.